University Challenge. Asking the questions and more ranting.
Hello and welcome back to the quarter-final stage of this year's University Challenge. This match is a must-win game for both teams. They have each lost one quarter-final already, and if they lose again tonight, they will be leaving the competition. If they do win, they'll still need to come back and win once more if they're to join Edinburgh in the semi-finals. This year's team from Manchester started their run to this point with two impressive wins over tough opposition from New College Oxford and the LSE. Both those games were close and very competitive, so it was something of a surprise when their first quarter-final against Edinburgh was fairly one-sided. In the first half of that match, Manchester managed just one correct starter to Edinburgh's 8. They were stronger in the second, but still finished on 80 points to Edinburgh's 195, meaning their average score is now around 140. Let's meet the team from Manchester for the fourth time.
Hi, I'm Ray Power. I'm from Bangkok, Thailand, and I study film studies and English literature.
Hi, my name's Kirsty Dixon. I'm from Morley Green in Cheshire, and I study medicine.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Kai Madrick. I'm from Foy in Cornwall, and I'm studying for a PhD in AI and astrophysics.
Hi, I'm Rob Faulkner. I'm from Norwich, and I'm studying physics with astrophysics.
The team from UCL saw off first SOAS and then Lincoln to reach this round. And in their first quarter-final came agonisingly close to beating Merton College Oxford as well. That match was neck and neck throughout. In the middle third, neither team had a run of more than one correct starter in a row, and the lead passed back and forth from question to question. But in the end, it was Merton who were in front at the gong by just 10 points. The UCL team's average score so far is now just over 180. Let's meet them once again.
Hi, I'm Zach Lackwater-Baldwin. I'm from London and I'm doing a PhD in Science and Technology Studies.
Hi, I'm Alice Lee. I'm from Kendal and I'm studying for a Master's in Russian and post-Soviet politics.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Michael Doherty. I'm from Derry and I'm doing a PhD in optical communications.
Hi, I'm Manny Campion-Dye. I'm from Bath and I'm studying for a PhD in philosophy.
Welcome back. Very nice to see you all and to see you applauding each other. You need to win this one. No pressure. Fingers on buzzers. Good luck. Here's your first starter for 10. Writing in the early 3rd century CE, about 150 years after her death, whom did the Roman historian Cassius Dio describe as being very tall, in appearance most terrifying, with a harsh voice and with a great mass of the tawniest hair which fell...
Manchester Madrick.
Boudica.
It is Boudica, yes. Your bonuses are on transnational UNESCO World Heritage properties, that is, those with multiple sites in more than one country. A site inscribed in 1983 comprises the ruins of several religious missions in the rainforests of southern Brazil and northern Argentina, founded in the 17th and 18th century by which religious order for the purpose of converting the native Guarani people?
I mean, could be like the Jesuits or something like that, somewhere around that. The Jesuits?
It is the Jesuits. The mining sites of Almaden in Spain and Idria in Slovenia are two UNESCO sites inscribed under the title Heritage of what relatively rare heavy metal mined at these sites since antiquity and medieval times respectively. The international importance of this metal increased due to its role in the working of gold and silver mines in the Americas.
Oh, is it mercury?
Is that quite...
Well, they've used that to, mine gold and stuff, I'm fairly sure. And it's fairly rare.
Is it quite rare? Yeah.
Mercury?
Yes. The Moravian church settlements listed by UNESCO include 4 towns and villages established according to principles reflecting Moravian religious ideals. 3 are located in Germany, Denmark and the US, while the 4th is the village of Grace Hill, just outside Ballymena. In which county of Northern Ireland?
Is it County Down?
I was thinking County Down. Ballymena sounds... I don't know.
I just couldn't say.
County Down?
No, it's Antrim. Now let's start a question. Characters in which play that premiered in Stratford-upon-Avon in 2024 include Argentinian diplomat Raul Estrada Oyuela?
UCL Doherty.
Kyoto.
It is Kyoto. Well done. Your bonuses, UCL, are on alliteratively named psychologists. 5 points for each person you could identify. First, an Austrian psychologist born 1870, whose works include Practice and Theory of Individual Psychology. He emphasised the importance of birth order and feelings of worth and belonging in a family to the development of personality, and introduced the concept of an inferiority complex.
Alliterative?
I don't know. Austrian psychologist. I don't know.
Do you have a guess?
No, Adler.
Let's just pass.
Adam Adler.
Can't accept that, guys. I'm so sorry. Bad luck. It's Alfred Adler. Bad luck.
Sorry.
Secondly, another psychologist born 1897 in Austria-Hungary, a pioneer of infant and young child psychology, she developed a model of child development known as the separation individuation model.
No, I don't know anything. Is Klein or Freud are the only women psychologists? Pass it.
Barnett?
No, it's Margaret Mahler. Finally, born in Frankfurt in 1902, a psychologist known for a theory of personality in which people progress through stages in which the ego is pulled between what he labelled virtues and psychosocial crises. He also coined the term identity crisis.
This is a tough round.
If we haven't got anything, we should keep it moving.
Go for a German sign.
Go for Freud or something.
Yeah, give it.
Freud.
No, it's Erik Erikson. Now let's start the question. In mathematics, what 7-letter adjective can precede all of the following? Graph, to indicate a graph where for every induced subgraph, the clique number equals the chromatic number. Group, to refer to a group...
Manchester metric.
Complete.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. To refer to a group equal to its commutator subgroup. Information, to refer to a class of game in which players move alternately and each player is completely informed of all previous moves. And number, to indicate a positive integer that is equal to the sum of its proper divisors.
UCL Leicester Baldwin.
Perfect.
It is perfect. Well done. Your bonuses, UCL, are on the work of historian Timothy Snyder. Subtitled 20 Lessons from the 20th Century, Snyder's 2017 book about the rise of authoritarianism in the United States is titled On What Concept? In it, Snyder quotes James Madison's remark that this concept rises, quote, on some favourable emergency.
It's not on evil or something.
Favourable emergency.
Favourable emergency.
He's to do with like authoritarianism, right?
Yeah,
Opportunism
he
or
does that
something?
authoritarianism, like
That's already mentioned.
A
isn't it?
concept?
try evil or
Democracy?
something.
No.
On evil? I don't know.
No, it's passive.
Evil?
No, it's tyranny.
Yeah.
Snyder's 2008 book, The Red Prince, The Secret Lives of a Habsburg Archduke, centres on which historical figure and his efforts to establish a kingdom of Ukraine during World War I?
During World War One, I'd go like Petliura. No, sorry.
Nominate.
Can I nominate?
Sure.
Nominate Lee?
Petliura.
No, it's Archduke Wilhelm Franz of Austria. Snyder has written extensively on the intellectual and cultural history of which nation in books such as Nationalism, Marxism and Modern Central Europe and Sketches from a Secret War, which centre on the thinker Kazimierz Kellis-Kraus and the artist Henryk Józefski.
I think this is Poland.
Sounds Polish.
Yeah.
Poland?
It is Poland. Well done. Let's start the question, and it's a picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see a map on which a British city has been marked. For 10 points, I need you to give me the name of that city.
Manchester metric.
Cardiff.
No. Anyone from UCL, you may not confer.
UCL Doherty.
Swansea?
No, it's Newport. We'll take your picture bonuses in just a moment when we get the next starter right. What emotion appears in the titles of all the following films? The final film, directed by Luis Buñuel, released in 1977. The 1952 directorial debut of Stanley Kubrick about a group of...
UCL Doherty.
Desire?
It is Desire. Well done. For your picture starter, you saw the city of Newport in Wales, which was the site of the last major armed uprising in Great Britain when a group of Chartists staged an insurgency in 1839. For your bonuses, you're going to see 3 more locations of notable Chartist protests and rebellions. 5 points for each place you can name. First, this city, the location of an 1842 Chartist strike and riot.
In Lancashire, so I think it's a bit south of Lancaster. But let's go Lancaster.
Yeah, you sure? Okay. It's not like Preston or something like that.
No.
Okay. Lancaster?
It's Preston. Secondly, this city, the site of an 1854 rebellion inspired by Chartist demands.
Wait, is this like...
It's Australia.
It's Australia.
Yeah, it's Australia, right. So what's down there? That's... 'cause it's not coastal.
I really don't know.
Like...
Is it Brisbane? Is it
No,
Melbourne?
no, no.
Is
Because
it...
those are all coastal. Try like Adelaide.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Or is it like Canberra?
No, it's not Canberra.
Adelaide?
No, that's Ballarat. The rebellion was the Battle of the Eureka Stockade. Lastly, this modern-day city in which the so-called Battle of Montgomery's Tavern, claimed by some historians to have been part of a global Chartist movement, took place in 1837.
Okay, in Canada.
This is in Canada. Is this like going to be Toronto? It's quite near the border. Should we try that?
Is that on the lake like that?
Oh, I don't know that it is, but I'm...
I don't really have anything better.
Go with your gut, yeah.
Toronto?
Yes, it is Toronto. Well done. Let's start the question. What European minority ethnic group that speaks two mutually intelligible, standardised varieties of a Slavic language most closely related to Czech, Slovak and Polish descend from peoples who settled from the 5th century CE in the historical region of Lusatia, now in the eastern German states of Brandenburg and Saxony, where they've been historically referred to by German speakers as Wends?
Manchester metric.
Pomeranians.
No. Anyone from UCL have a guess? No, I'll tell you, it's the Sorbs. Another starter question. The monumental winter landscape, Bigger Trees Near Water, completed in 2007. A 2025 self-portrait titled Play Within a Play Within a Play and Me with a Cigarette, and a number of works executed on an iPad during the COVID-19 lockdown.
UCL champion die.
David Hockney.
It is David Hockney, well done. Your bonuses are on terms coined by the 19th century academic William Whewell. What adjective did Whewell coin in a review of the ideas of Charles Lyell to describe the doctrine that Earth's geologic processes are relatively unchanging? He contrasted it with catastrophist, a word also of his own invention.
So it's something to do with sort of being more like long-term or like stable.
It's like stable Earth.
I don't know that it's quite. I think it's just a single word.
Like statist or something?
No, it's not coming.
Gaia hypothesis. No?
No, it's not.
I think
That's like Lovelock. That's
Yeah,
way
okay,
later.
sorry.
I don't know.
Come
on.
Statist?
No, it's uniformitarian. What two Greek-derived words did Whewell suggest to Michael Faraday in a letter of 1834, stating that they, quote, signify eastern and western way and imply rising and setting more simply than Faraday's original terms?
If it's Eastern, Western, like Oriental and Occidental. I mean, those terms probably precede him.
But for Faraday.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like anode and cathode.
To do with like flux? Anode and cathode?
Oh,
Yes,
wait, because
love
I'm
that.
thinking science.
Anode and cathode?
Yes, well done. In a review also written in 1834 of a book by Mary Somerville, what word did Whewell first use to describe, quote, students of the knowledge of the material world collectively? He also suggested nature peeper as a possible alternative.
Scientist.
I mean, oh yes, he did coin the word scientist. You're so right. Yeah, that was Huey.
Scientist.
Is correct. Well done. Now start the question. In the Olympics, what race was first run by women in Amsterdam in 1928, with German Lena Radke winning gold? The race's intense finish led organisers to declare it too long for women to run in.
UCL champion die.
The 400 metres.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. And the event was for men only until 1960, when Lyudmila Lysenko won gold for the Soviet Union with a then world record time of 2 minutes and 4.3 seconds.
Manchester Dixon.
1,500 metres?
No, it's 800 metres, down the middle. Bad luck. No, start a question. What Latin-derived name is given to the fluid produced by the mammary glands during the first stage of lactogenesis during pregnancy that can be expressed from the breast from the 3rd trimester and continues to be produced in the first few days?
UCL Doherty.
Colostrum?
It is indeed, yeah. Your bonuses are on art in the 18th century. In the 1720s, the Venetian artist Rosalba Carriera popularised the use of what artist's material in France? It comprises pigments bound with gum or resin and moulded into sticks similar to coloured chalks.
Oh, it's pastels.
Pastels?
Pastels, yeah, pastels.
Not crayon.
No, pastels.
Pastels.
Pastels is correct. A self-portrait of Swiss pastel painter Jean-Étienne Lyotard depicts him in a loose-fitting robe and thick beard, a legacy of his time in which Eastern Mediterranean city, then the capital of a major empire?
Constantinople, Istanbul. Yeah.
That's not Mediterranean though?
No, no, it's not really, no.
Of a major empire. I mean, I don't know. In the 1720s? Eastern Mediterranean? Beirut?
Yeah.
But that's not a capital of an empire.
Come on.
Okay, fine.
Constantinople?
It was Constantinople, yeah. He was known as the Turkish painter. A lost pastel portrait by Adélaïde Labille-Guiard of which radical Jacobin, executed in 1794, had the label the Incorruptible, one of the first recorded uses of this epithet for this figure?
So it could be Robespierre, but I think it might be Saint-Just.
Any strong feelings for why either way? Or...
I don't know, but I just feel like I wouldn't have thought of it.
Go with your gut.
Saint-Just.
Nominate champion die.
Saint-Just?
No, it's Robespierre. Bad luck. Now start the question. What Christian denomination links the family of Ephraim Tellwright in Arnold Bennett's Anna of the Five Towns with Diana Morris, a preacher in George Eliot's Adam Bede? Originating in the 18th century, it saw growth in Wales, Cornwall and industrial areas.
Manchester Medwick.
Methodist.
Is correct. Well done. 3 questions for you on a British film. Directed by Robert Hamer, which 1949 film centres on the ambitious Louis Mazzini as he attempts to murder various members of the Gascoigne family, all 8 of whom are played by Alec Guinness in order to secure a dukedom?
Never heard of this.
49.
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
No, sorry.
Pass.
It's Kind Hearts and Coronets. What day of the week is mentioned in the title of the film Hamer directed immediately prior to Kind Hearts and Coronets? Widely seen as a precursor to later kitchen sink realist films, it depicts the flight of an escaped convict as he attempts to hide out in the East End.
Well, 1 in 7 chance.
Yeah.
Thursday. Friday.
I've got no idea.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Sorry, I feel
I don't know. Do we?
Thursday.
Thursday.
No, it's Sunday, as in It Always Rains on Sunday. Both It Always Rains on Sunday and Kind Hearts and Coronets were produced by a studio named for which London borough, best known for its namesake comedies, including Passport to Pimlico and Whiskey Galore?
Ealing.
It is Ealing, yes. Let's start the question, and it's a music round. For your music starter, you're going to hear a song from the 2010s. For 10 points, I need you to name the band you hear playing.
You know I love
Manchester Faulkner.
Fontaine's DC.
Yes. Well done for keeping your composure as your captain nearly jumped out of the studio. For your music starter, you heard Fontaine's DC's Liberty Bell, which was produced and mixed by songwriter and producer Dan Carey. For your music bonuses, 3 more tracks produced by Carey, 5 points for each band you can name. First.
It's Black Midi. Black Midi.
Secondly.
What's this? Oh, Squid.
Yes. You're so excited, I'm struggling to hear the answer.
It's so good.
Well done. Lastly.
That was good until that. It's like around this.
Oh.
Stop.
It's not Wet Leg.
Wet leg. Yeah, I was going to say
Wet Leg.
Wet leg.
Could be, yeah.
Wet Leg?
Yes, it is Wet Leg. Well done. Now let's start the question. Born in the 7th century BCE, which Greek philosopher is the oldest figure mentioned in physicist Tuomo Suntola's textbook, The Short History of Science, which refers to him as, quote, the grandfather of the scientific tradition in Western culture? Suntola later discusses this man's theory of an arche, or fundamental substance, which...
UCL Campion die.
Thales of Miletus.
It is indeed. Well done. Your bonuses are on members of the Göttingen Seven, a group of professors at the University of Göttingen who were dismissed after protesting against the annulment of Hanover's constitution. In each case, I need you to name the professor from a description. First, the German physicist who, along with Carl Gauss, invented the first electromagnetic telegraph. He gives his name to the SI unit of magnetic flux.
Oh, flux? Wait, so that's... oh, God. I'm thinking it's like Helmholtz, but that's not correct.
I mean, that's German sounding.
Yeah, but that's not the unit of flux.
If you haven't got anything else.
Helmholtz?
No, that's Wilhelm Weber.
Weber.
Secondly, the group's leader, a German nationalist whose ideas played a large role in the proposed constitution to unite Germany, put forth by the Frankfurt National Assembly in 1849.
Do anything for this.
Another scientist.
No idea.
It's a scientist, but also a German nationalist. I mean, I just don't
Yeah,
think.
I don't know. Could be. Helmholtz?
No, it's Friedrich Dahlmann. Lastly, a pair of linguists and folklorists who were later offered posts at the University of Berlin. One of them had published his Deutsche Mythology while in Göttingen. Their surname is enough.
It is the
Oh,
Brothers Grimm.
Grimm.
It is the Brothers Grimm. Well done. Let's start the question. In Mexican cuisine, the word nopales refers to the edible leaves or...
UCL Doherty.
Cactus.
Yes, absolutely right. Well done. Your bonuses are 3 questions on a book. What 2-word term is the title of a 1998 book by Paul Anastas and John Warner, which the authors describe as, quote, a fundamental methodology for changing the intrinsic nature of a chemical product or process so that it is inherently of less risk to human health and the environment?
I don't know. I kind of missed the start of it.
This is like a term for this process, basically.
Come on.
Sanitizing?
No, it's green chemistry. An example of a green reaction given in the book is the production of which class of organic compounds without the use of halogenated intermediates? The authors describe the traditional method for making these compounds as requiring, quote, chlorination of benzene, followed by nitration and nucleophilic displacement of the chlorine with a new substituting group.
Like polyphenols, maybe, or yeah.
Yeah, okay. Polyphenols?
Those aromatic amines. Designing safer chemicals is the subject of a section of the book titled Minimizing What Quantity, typically defined as the proportion of a drug that enters circulation.
Dosage.
Or like, would it be like not severity or something similar to that?
Exposure?
A word like that.
Exposure? Oh, exposure.
The amount of a drug that enters,
What is the amount of drug?
like
Isn't that a
tonicity or
dosage?
something. I don't know.
Come on.
Exposure.
No, it's bioavailability. 8 minutes to go, fingers on buzzers. The Linimo in Japan, the Shanghai Trans Rapid in China, and
Manchester Metric.
Maglev.
well done. It is indeed. Your bonuses, Manchester, are on low-seeded or unseeded players who reached the late stages of Grand Slam tennis tournaments in 2024. The 25th seed that year, which Italian player reached the semi-finals of the Wimbledon men's singles competition in 2024, where he lost to Novak Djokovic?
Oh, no.
Do you have a name?
I was going to say Berrettini, but it won't be him, I don't think.
If we got nothing else.
Sinner. No, Berrettini.
Berrettini.
No, it's not him, it's Musetti. Which unseeded Croatian player reached the semi-finals of the women's singles competition at Wimbledon in 2024, where she lost to Jasmine Paolini? That same year, she won a silver medal at the Paris Olympics, losing in the final to Zheng Qinwen.
Nothing.
Oh, no, Vondrousova, but I think she's Czech.
Dominic Faulkner.
Vondrousova.
That was Donna Vekic. Which British player made it to the semi-finals of the men's singles competition at the 2024 US Open, having entered the tournament seeded 25th? He ended the year as the British #1.
Jack Draper.
Jack Draper.
Yes, it is. Let's start the question, and it's a picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see an image of an athlete. For 10 points, I need you to give me his name.
UCL Doherty.
Fred Perry.
No, you may not confirm, Manchester.
Manchester Metric.
Roger Bannister.
It is Roger Bannister. Yes, well done. For your picture starter, you saw Roger Bannister, who was runner-up for the BBC's first ever Sports Personality of the Year award in 1954. The same year, he ran his sub-4-minute mile. For your picture bonuses, 3 more athletes who are runners-up for Sports Personality of the Year in the same year that they had a major achievement in their sport. 5 points for each you can name. First, this 1965 runner-up.
What is that?
Absolutely no idea.
I mean, do we even hazard a guess here?
No, I can't.
We should just pass then. Yeah, pass.
That's Jim Clark. It's the same year he won the Formula One World Drivers' Championship and the Indianapolis 500. Secondly, this runner-up in 1998 and 2000.
Oh,
Denise Lewis.
yeah.
Is that Denise Lewis? Yeah.
Dominic Faulkner.
Denise Lewis.
Yeah, 2000 is the year she set the then British record in the heptathlon. And lastly, this 2021 runner-up.
Tom Daley.
Tom Daley.
That is Tom Daley, yes. In 2021, he won gold with Matty Lee in the men's synchronised 10-metre platform diving at the Tokyo Olympics, and he also became the first Brit to win 4 Olympic diving medals. 10 points in it. Provinces known as Sugt and Katlon, as well as the districts under Republic subordination, are 3 of the primary subdivisions of which country, whose territory also includes the autonomous region of Gorno-Badakhshan, in which can be found a large section of the Pamir Mountains?
UCL Doherty.
Armenia.
No.
Manchester Metric.
Tajikistan.
It is Tajikistan, yes, puts you level. 3 questions on the Northeast Caucasian languages. What is the most spoken language of the Northeast Caucasian languages, with approximately 1.8 million speakers, the majority of whom are to be found in a republic of the Russian Federation bordering Georgia?
So, bordering Georgia. I was going to say Dagestan, but I think that's wrong. I think it's on the other side.
Bordering. The other one.
I can't think of anything else. Do you have anything or?
No, sorry.
No. Dagestani.
Chechen. What language closely related to Chechen in the Nakh branch of the family is an official language of a neighbouring republic of the Russian Federation to the west of Chechnya?
It's the West. For God's sake, none of these are going to be Dagestan. I don't even think it's Caucasian.
The West.
Yeah.
Ossetian or something, because
I
you've
can't
got South
think of
Ossetia.
another
isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say Ossetian, actually, yeah.
Ossetian.
No, it's English. Avar, the second most spoken language of the family, is primarily spoken in what republic of the Russian Federation to the east of Chechnya on the Caspian Sea?
Is this Dagestan? Yeah. Dagestan.
It is, although it's pronounced Dagestan. We take that. Right, now let's start the question. Exposition, development, and recapitulation are typically the 3 main sections of what form of instrumental music, common in this structure since the early classical period? Its name is derived from a Latin word meaning to sound, distinguishing it from the sung cantata.
UCL Lecker Baldwin.
Sonata.
Yes. Your bonus is 3 questions on songs inspired by the 1992 riots in Los Angeles. Released on a posthumous 1997 album, Are You Still Down? The song Hellraiser is by what rapper? It is one of many songs by this artist to mention the 1991 killing of Latasha Harlins, one of the events that led to the riots.
I mean, if it's like a posthumous one of a rapper from, like maybe like
97.
Eazy-E or something.
Yeah,
he
or
died
Tupac
around
or
there.
something. Or...
Yeah.
Ooh, But where's the location of this? Was it?
This is LA.
LA. I mean, they're both.
Are they?
I go easy over two-pack.
Easy.
No, it is two-pack. Inspired by experiences of staying in LA during the 1992 riots, Black Tie, White Noise is the title track of a 1993 album by which British artist?
Yeah.
David Bowie.
David Bowie.
Yes. When will they shoot and who got the camera? Both feature on The Predator, a 1992 album by which rapper and former member of NWA?
This could just be like Ice Cube, maybe, or it sounds like his sort of vibe.
Yeah. Ice Cube.
Yes, it is. Now let's start the question. What three-word title links both these works? First, a trilogy of Japanese films directed by Masaki Kobayashi.
Manchester Mantrick.
The human condition.
Well done. Your bonuses are on physics. Each part relates to a situation in which power, in the physical sense, depends on another quantity raised to a certain power, in the mathematical sense. According to the Stefan Boltzmann law, the power emitted as electromagnetic radiation by a black body radiator depends on temperature raised to what power?
4.
Yes. Assuming constant aerodynamic drag coefficient, the power required to drive an aircraft in straight level flight depends on speed to what power?
Could be 2.
2, I was going to say 2.
Yeah, 2.
No, it's 3. By Ohm's and Joule's laws, the power dissipated in a resistor is proportional to voltage raised to what power?
Voltage.
It's just Ohm's law was just V was
Wait,
I R.
no, it's just 1, isn't
So
it?
1.
1?
No, it's 2. Now let's start the question. Prior to his death in prison in 1924, Manuel Estrada Cabrera had served as the president of which country from 1898 to 1920? His time in office saw him grant large tracts of land to the American-owned United Fruit Company.
Manchester Mantrick.
Guatemala?
It is Guatemala, yes. Your bonuses are on Asian rivers. More than 2,000 kilometres in length, the Irrawaddy River lies entirely within the territory of what country, flowing roughly north-south into a delta on the Andaman Sea?
Myanmar.
Yes. Also emptying into the Andaman Sea, what river flows through southwest China, where it is known as the Nujiang? Its lower course forms part of the border between Myanmar and Thailand.
Wait, sorry, it won't be a Chinese
Border
name.
between Myanmar and Thailand.
Chao Phraya. No.
You've run by nominate you.
Come on.
Nominate power.
Chao Phraya.
No, that was Salween. What river enters Myanmar from southwest China, where it is known as the Lansang Jiang? It forms the border between northeast Myanmar and Laos and is more than 4,000 kilometres in length.
It's just going to be the Mekong, right? Sure. Mekong.
Yes. Now start the question. Answer as soon as your name is called, giving any two of the 3 isotopes that the IUPAC allows to be identified by name rather than by the traditional superscript.
Manchester Mantrick.
Deuterium, tritium.
Yes, the other one is protein. 3 questions on the German author and dramatist Friedrich Schiller, born in 1759. Schiller's early play, The Robbers, is an example of what literary movement characterised by its emphasis on feeling and individuality? I need a 3-word term in German or English.
So like New German romanticism.
German, yeah.
I don't know.
What is it, English or German?
New German romanticism.
No, Sturm und Drang. In the early 1790s, Schiller published a history of what 17th century conflict, his later stage work, Wallenstein, concerns a leading military commander in this war.
I've carded this. It's the 30 Years War, I'm fairly sure. 30 Years War.
Oh, the answer to that one was the 30 Years War. And I've got UCL of 120 and Manchester of 150. That seems so brutal. That seems so brutal. You were ahead for so long, UCL, and just in the last 5 minutes, they pulled even and then away. I'm so sorry. It means we're going to have to say goodbye. Has it been a vaguely enjoyable journey, albeit a sad conclusion?
Yeah, it's been great.
Well, we've loved having you, and Jeremy Bentham, your wonderful mascot as well. Manchester, you've got to start more strongly in future. You've got to sort of really turn up in the first 15 minutes or so and not make it so stressful. But it was a fantastic match. You're not there yet in the semi-finals. We've got to see you play one more quarter-final, which you have to win if you want to get through. But until then, it is goodbye. From UCL,
Goodbye.
it's goodbye from Manchester.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.